Today, passive income investors, the best of all time monthly paying dividend stocks. So let's ready. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about something that I have a hard time finding, and I want to know your own personal opinion about this. But what is the best paying monthly dividend stock? In my whole portfolio, I have yet to only find one stock that pays monthly that I love more than any other stock out there. And before I reveal to you what this stock is, it is my portfolio. You might be able to take a guess if you can figure it out. But let me just tell you, I don't buy stocks based on whether they pay dividends monthly. A lot of people will try and find a way to structure their portfolio where they're getting paid like every month and they'll divide it all out. That doesn't bother me as much. I just like looking at every individual investment in and of itself, and I would never go straight to the dividend to see if it's paying monthly before I would look at the rest of the fundamentals. I'd always look at the fundamentals first, and then after seeing, I like looking at what the rate of the dividend is, like what the yearly rate of return is, but I'll mainly break down the fundamentals and make sure everything makes sense, and then I'll figure out whether the dividend's being paid monthly, because that doesn't even matter if the company can't sustain it. Now, this is where I'm going to bring to you and reveal to you my favorite dividend stock of all time, my monthly paying dividend stock, that is. And that company, guys, if I can make a little bit of room up here for you, on the Toronto Stock Exchange. It's not a U.S. company, but it is Northland Power. And that company ticker is NPI. Now, Northland Power is a power utility that mainly focuses on natural energy. There aren't a lot of companies like this out there right now. I've seen this company's projects. I live down the road from some of this company's projects, and this company mainly deals with on solar, wind, and they do have a little bit of other projects I'm throwing up on the screen you can check out right now. They have control over one of the largest offshore wind projects on the entire planet in the North Sea in Germany, and this company's payout ratio is pretty incredible, and it pays out monthly. On a good day, you can usually get this at around a 5% yield. I think my average yield on cost right now is 5.5%. I'm not on my computer, but you'll probably be seeing me throw these up as well. Now, the rate of return on this company, the reason I like this company so much, not only was it one of the first stocks I ever bought 5 years ago, but I'm living proof of the rate of return on this company. Now, I was up about $2,000 on this company before I transferred it into my tax-free savings account, where I just kept buying more. This is the first time I finally stopped buying more of this company. My total position sits around $15,000, $16,000 right now, and I'm just holding off because I'm using the dividends that get paid monthly, and I'm kind of reconverting them into other stocks. Right now, I make more money on Northland Power than any other holding I have by dividend, and it makes me over $800 a year, or roughly 50 or 60 bucks a month, which is pretty incredible. So it can basically buy me a coffee every day for the rest of my life right now. But Northland Power, to me, is one of my true loves. It's a company that's been around for quite some time, and it has proven itself time and time again. It's also one of the most stable monthly dividend paying stocks I have ever seen in the stock market. I want you guys to look at this chart. 5 years ago when I was buying this company, I just want to show you what the rate of return is. You would have got roughly a 40% return just on your equity if you bought it 5 years ago. And then on top of that, your dividend rate of return at even 5%. They don't do a lot of dividend increases. They have recently, but it's not a company that increases dividends a lot. But at 5%, you're looking at a total yield or return over the last 5 years of somewhere between 60 and 70%. Obviously, the problem right now that I keep talking about when it comes to Canadian stocks is the Canadian dollar. Unfortunately, the last 5 years, we've lost a lot of value in the Canadian dollar, which hurts everybody, and it's something a lot of people lie about to themselves, but you really have to equate your assets and how you own them, because any company that trades in Canadian dollars lost 25% of their purchase power over the last 5 years, which is really painful. Something a lot of people don't talk about, but I always consider it to kind of figure out true value in a stock or a company. So if we knock about a 25% rate of return off that 60 or 70% over the last year, we're still looking at a rate of return that is average and equal to market return. That is why I love Northland Power. The management is incredible. I love this company. I love what they're doing, and I think they're going to be able to continue it well into the future. And I want you guys to tell me, what is your favorite monthly dividend paying stock in the comment section below. The only thing that I can find that pays monthly dividends are REITs, and even the REIT that I own, GEO Group, doesn't pay a monthly dividend, but that's because I don't care as much about a monthly rate of return, guys. I'm more concerned that they're going to be able to stably pay it, and I don't care when they pay it out. so long as they pay it out, obviously. But because this was one of the first companies I ever bought, I bought it because it had nothing to do with a monthly dividend. But when I look at this company being one of the largest holdings in my portfolio, the fact that it pays out the kind of yield that it pays out, and the fact that it pays out monthly, just gets me all giddy inside. And the fact that this company is heading toward a future we all want to see. It's got very long contracts, leases. It's very diverse when it comes to inflation, because I thought it was funny. I picked up some more shares in this company a while ago because interest rates started to rise and it brought all the utilities down. But what people don't realize about stocks like this is when you look at or any agreements they have, usually they're fixed term rates, which means the rates can't go up for like 5 or 10 years anyways. So I mean, you have a lot of stability with this company's contracts. I'm not trying to push this onto you. I'm not telling you to buy Northland Power. I'm just saying it is one of my favorite stocks of all time. It's a smaller cap utility, and I also mix it in there with Southern Company, which is more not as diverse than natural energy. So I use this to give me more of a natural energy exposure, and then I buy Southern Company. These two companies, between Northland Power and Southern Company, the exposure I get to utilities is global, and on top of that, I get a very good diversification between natural energy, which Northland Power focuses on, and Southern Company, which focuses on like more oil, gas, nuclear. So it's nice that I can have this nice spread in my utilities. I haven't found another utility I want to buy. Right now I only like Northland Power and Southern Company. And I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below, what's your favorite utility? What's your favorite monthly dividend stock? I've probably said this too many times in this video, but I would love to hear it. It's why I'm making this video. Not a lot of people talk about monthly dividend stocks, and this is one that I think you could prop on your radar. But this is another quick video today. I just wanted to make just as a bit of an extra for you guys. So stay cool, stay awesome, and again, I will look forward to chatting to you tomorrow.